champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig that?
Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, 6-time world champ, 2-time Hall of Famer. Got my man Brad Gilmore here with me, as always, coming to you from ESPN 975 92.5. I couldn't get out 92.5. But man, we're ready to do this thing. I want to thank all the chatters for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting you champagne wishes, caviar dreams, man. But we're ready to roll this thing, man. So not a whole lot of talk out there, but it's a little bit of talk out there. Of course, we got to talk about it. Brad, how you feel, man?
I'm doing good, Book. I'm doing good. We're on the, my favorite word, the precipice of the first reality wrestling show of 2024. So, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And we're here on ESPN 975, 925, 8 o'clock, new time slot. We have some other things that we're working on for this show that should make everybody happy, live on YouTube, podcast heat. The Hall of Fame is everywhere. I actually have a theory, Book. I have a theory that I wanted to run by you real quick. I feel like because I have a Google alert and I see every time somebody mentions your name, my name, or the show's name in an article, right? And I have a feeling that we are the gasoline, you know what I mean? We're the battery in the backs and the gasoline in the tanks of all the wrestling news sites out there. You know what I mean? And I want to, I want to say shout out to y'all. I know that we make great content. I know we have great points. I know we're not half bad to look at either while we're doing it. So I sincerely appreciate it. I mean, I felt like we didn't even talk about much in the last show. And there was at least 40 articles. I'm not even exaggerating.
Wow.
Published from our last episode.
Wow.
And it's just, the power of the Hall of Fame, the power of our chatter.
You know what, man? We just talking, man. We just having fun more than anything. We just speaking truth. You know what I mean? More than anything. I think that's why people listen to the Hall of Fame, because it's nothing. We don't have an agenda. You know what I mean? We don't have any reason to do anything other than talk about it like it's supposed to be talked about. Like Tony Khan, for instance.
Hey, man.
No, Tony Khan's back in the news for some comments that he made about Jinder Mahal, comparing Jinder Mahal's championship title shot actually to Hook's 28-1 record. No, man.
Do we want to show the X?
Yeah, go ahead and show it, man. Show it, man.
So this is Tony Khan tweeted this on his official X account. A double standard at 730 Hook, 28-1 career record on winning streak, calls out the champ. A logical challenge sparks online outrage. Jinder has literally lost every single match he's in for the past year. Immediately gets a title shot. Where is the rage? Hashtag AEW Dynamite tomorrow on TBS.
That's funny, man. I swear to God, that's so funny to me, being an insider, man. Being a guy that's been in this business for more than 30 years, and to hear someone like Tony Khan talk about 28-1 winning streak. Like, bro, come on. We all know what this business is, okay? And then to throw Jinder Mahal, let's say this. Jinder Mahal is doing some of his best work, okay? Yeah. I mean, he's believable. He's playing a role. He's being put in that position for a certain reason, to spark a certain reaction. And damn it, if that pop when The Rock came out didn't solicit, everything that I'm talking about, what the hell? You know what I mean? I'm serious because the pop The Rock got, it was because of Jinder Mahal had a huge part in that. You know what I mean? So
definitely played a role.
You can't knock the work. And then to talk about, a championship, opportunity. We were just talking about that just yesterday. Conor McGregor come back, he's going to get a title shot. You know what I mean?
Well, look,
Kobe Covington come back, he get a title shot. I mean, these guys, you don't have to be a winner to get a title shot. You know, especially in professional wrestling, it's all about the entertainment more than anything. I think, for me, from my perspective, that's the only thing it's always been about as far as this business goes, the entertainment. And for Tony Khan to really start to look at this business like that, it concerns me more than anything.
well, yeah, several things on this. When I saw this going on social media, by the way, I absolutely loved every second of it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I loved it so much. I mean, first of all, the WWE network social media accounts. So I'm talking about WWE on Fox and WWE on USA. So these are accounts that I believe are run by their respective channels that just post WWE content.
Yes.
Hilarious, by the way. They've been trolling Tony Khan on several fronts. I mean, several times. The USA, WWE on USA was trolling him on the other night because of this whole thing, talking about what the cage match rating do. And then even WWE on Fox started trolling the Jaguars being eliminated from the playoff contention because, of course, the Khan family owns the Jacksonville Jaguar. So it's been fun on social media. Now, to Tony Khan, this isn't the first time we've talked about him doing something like this on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
He does this quite frequently. So to me, what he said, if he really felt that way, right?
No, come on. You read the tweet. He actually does feel that way. That it was a lot of feeling that went into that tweet, seemed like to me.
Can I say this? Because I don't know what his algorithm looks like. I really don't. But I will tell you this. I saw zero complaint about Hook getting a title shot against Samoa Joe. I saw no complaints on my timeline about none, not one tweet that I see. When Jinder was announced, and I got all kinds of love for Jinder Mahal, but when he was announced, I saw a lot of people complain on my Twitter timeline. So maybe that's just the difference between our algorithms. So that caught me off guard, one. But two, I feel like we've talked about a boss mentality before.
Yes.
And this doesn't, if I was a member of the AEW roster and I've heard that they've had similar complaints, I would not enjoy this kind of behavior. I'm sure Tony thinks of it, hey, I'm getting attention, I'm promoting the show. People look at the engagement rates. Look how many people saw the tweet. Look how many people were talking about the tweet. In an analytical brain that he has, perhaps that's his goal. But the perception then surrounding him when he does stuff like that, it does not give off big boss energy, right? It gives off petty kid. I mean, Tony and I aren't too far apart in age, and I would never fix my fingers to type such a ridiculous thing, touting somebody's record in a company that I own, and I am the head of creative, and I created the record. That's my record. I created it.
Exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I mean. It makes no sense. It's the stupidest thing ever. You know what? I hate using the term mark. You know what I mean? But this seemed like someone who's definitely, like you say, not thinking from a boss mentality, thinking about what's going on social media and what people are saying. One thing about this business, one thing about this life, especially the life that we're living in, this time that we're living in right now, no matter who you are, I don't care if you're Tony Khan, a billionaire, or the guy working at McDonald's. If you got a Twitter account, you're going to get some hate from somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And if that's what you're living by, if that's what you're running your company by, you got a serious, serious problem. I would suggest Tony Khan delete X off his personal phone. You know what I mean? Still let the company run the X, of course. Just say, for instance, reality wrestling. I don't do any of it. I don't do any tweeting. I don't do any Instagram posts. I don't do any Facebook, stuff or anything like that. But I have all of it. And we do great numbers on all of it. But I'm not running any of it because I'm not going to get caught up in the cycle of what people are saying about me. Because trust me, I know I get hate. on a weekly basis. Every time I leave the commentary booth, somebody probably saying something about Booker T. So, hey, you know what? Most of those people, and Tony Khan, this is the advice you need to think about right here. Most of those people that's talking about me, they wish they was me.
I mean, talk about it. Well, there's several things here that I feel like there's more to dive into, because there was another tweet, and then there was a whole, and you know what? You know who I actually want to give a shout out to in this whole thing? I want to give a shout out to Jinder and to Hook, because they were not asked to be a part of this. And I felt like the internet was taking sides. Like, were you a Hook fan or you a Jinder fan? And I'm like, I'm a both fan. Like, they didn't ask to be a part of this.
Not at all.
Tony made this a thing. And you know what, though? If his goal was to also hinder Jinder and not allow him to shine, he put the bigger spotlight on Jinder Mahal, right? Like, he put the biggest spotlight he could possibly do.
We got to take a break, but Jinder finna get the rocket put on him and go straight to the moon, thanks to Tony Khan. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Booker T, 6-time world champion, 2-time Hall of Famer, and I'm here with my main man, Brad Gilmore, on the Hall of Fame podcast. And today we're talking about something that's been a game changer for us, and that's HelloFresh.
That's right, Booker. Whether you're looking to save money, eat better, or stress less in the new year, HelloFresh has got you covered. We're talking about farm-fresh ingredients, chef-crafted recipes, and the best part, it's all delivered right to your doorstep.
You know, Brad, I used to stress about meal planning, especially with my busy schedule. But with HelloFresh, man, I'm whipping up quick, tasty meals in no time. And my favorite has got to be their 15-minute recipes. Man, who knew I could cook a gourmet meal that fast?
Absolutely, Book. But let's talk about variety. HelloFresh has over 45 dinner options each week. So that's right, there's going to be no more recipe boredom. Plus, they've got calorie smart and protein smart options, perfect for keeping those New Year's resolutions in check.
And you know, Brad, as a family man, I'm sitting down for dinner with my crew, and it's important. HelloFresh quick and easy meals have made that reality. Even on the busiest nights, it's just convenient. It's bringing the family together.
And don't forget, breakfast fans, HelloFresh is hooking you up, the listeners of the Hall of Fame podcast, with free breakfast for life. That's right, a free breakfast item with every delivery. Now, that's a sweet deal to wake up to.
Y'all heard it here first. Go to HelloFresh.com/BookerFree and use the code, man, BookerFree, to get your free breakfast for life. Remember, one breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. Oh, yeah, man.
That's HelloFresh.com/BookerFree with the code BookerFree. Don't miss out on America's #1 meal kit.
Join us in making cooking fun, easy, and absolutely delicioso. It's HelloFresh. You got it. Oh, yeah. Can you dig it, sucker?
It's time to get your champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. Now, can you dig that?
Boo! Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, y'all. Hey, just want to remind everybody, got a big show going down this weekend, Reality Wrestling, January 13th at the all-new Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena, 9300 Emmett F. Lowry Expressway out there in Texas City. Guys, if you're anywhere in the surrounding areas, come on out and check us out. We've sold out 3 times, but we have now put a few more tickets out. Standing room only, guys. If you guys want to come in and get a spot at Reality Wrestling this weekend, Roxanne Perez makes her return, taking on Mia Friday, the interim Diamonds champion. And I tell you, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about Roxanne coming back. I'm excited about the great black otaku coming back. Man, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be. I was in my arena last night. I was in the gym last night, and I tell you, we got all the black chairs up. The lights, camera, action is ready. Got a new speaker system. It's gonna be a whole lot of new bells and whistles going on in the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena this weekend, guys. So come on down, have some fun with us, and more importantly, we got a little spot next door to us. It's called Timeout. You got to get you one of them cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers is off the chain, and they will be definitely up. As well as we're going to be supplying catering for our boys this week. Also supplied by who's gonna be
Texas
that?
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. That's right. Texas Roadhouse is going to be. I was thinking Texas Longhorn. I'm like, what am I thinking? Yeah, Texas Roadhouse definitely going to be supplying some good food, man. Chicken, a little green beans, a little rice, whatnot. All healthy foods. All healthy foods for my boys. So, guys, come on down and check out Reality Wrestling.
All greens and proteins.
And one more time, we sold out. We sold out, man.
Look, but here's the thing, and I'm not like, okay, I'm not exaggerating this at all. I've gotten at least 4 phone calls from people asking, is there any way you can get me tickets? It's not even an exaggeration. 4 phone calls this week from people. And I've actually, and some of them are friends of mine, some of them are business associates. And I've had to say, guys, I'm sorry. There's no more seats. There's none right now. You can take your chances at the door. You know what I mean? Take your chances at the door. We're sold out. It's
limited seating available is what it said on the website. But I will tell you right now, we ain't got no seats. But
we might have to start a bring your own chair promotion.
But no, man, I'm so looking forward to getting in there. I've been chomping at the bit. I've been so excited about this weekend because, like you said, it's our first show in our new arena for the year. And I tell you, man, it couldn't be coming together any better at this point. We're only a couple of days out, and I can't wait till it's all over with, just so I can just breathe that sigh. I'm gonna tell you right now, Sunday I'm sleeping all day. I'm not gonna move off my sofa on Sunday. But guys, like I said, if you're anywhere in the surrounding area, Texas City, 9300 Emmett F. Lowry Expressway, Walker, Texas, Florida Arena, it's going down 7:00 bell time. Be there, be square, babe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Rowdy would say. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm like you, man. I might rest all day Sunday and then all day on MLK Day Monday. You know what I mean? Just rest throughout the holiday weekend here. But you know what? We were talking about Jinder and Tony. Now there was another tweet that Tony put out, and I just want to put a button on this subject because I think that you and I both agree. And let me just make sure that we do. Shouldn't have ever tweeted to begin with, right?
I mean, why?
Right. Like why
tweet something about Jinder Mahal? Why, like you say, why drag Jinder Mahal in this? Why you want to put some shade on Jinder? Why you want to put some shade on a talent? Talent has nothing to do with this. Talent is not booking the show. Talent is just going out there doing the job, just like every talent in AEW. Can you imagine going after the talent in AEW just for the hell of it for no reason?
No, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't make sense. And to me, it like actually put Jinder more over with the crowd. Like more like Jinder was trending on X, right? Because of this. And I felt like it put unnecessary heat on Hook. Hook started eating all these stray bullets on X because they're like, Jinder's better than Hook. Jinder would eat Hook. Send Hook where? Send Jinder. Don't hinder. I mean, it put heat on Hook. So like to me too, and look, they might not think this, but if I was Hook, I'd be like, yo, man, like I don't want heat going show.
I mean, his Twitter account blew up all because of, Tony Khan. Nothing of his own accord. He didn't have anything to do with that. Next thing you know, he's trending for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? So
it's like if you were to go out and say, why is Hook getting a title shot, against Samoa Joe? Will Allday should be getting a title shot, against somebody. Will Allday is, is undefeated for the last 6 months. Okay, so guess what people are going to immediately do? They're going to compare Will Allday to Hook. And Will is going to get some slander from the AEW fans for no reason. Other than you started it. It was your fault.
And they may not even know him.
They probably, even if they don't. I'm sure there are people who are WWE fans who do not watch AEW, are not aware of who Hook is, and all of a sudden Hook's mentions are getting blown up for nothing that he did. So I actually feel bad for Hook in this situation because he didn't do anything, man.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it definitely was a little bribe as far as Tony Khan going after Jinder Mahal. It just, like I said, the talent has nothing to do with this war other than being soldiers and going out there and doing their job. If Jinder Mahal did not get a win for a year and he went out there and did that job for that full year. He did his job. He was a soldier. So for me, for the generals to be calling out the soldiers, which Tony Khan should be looking at himself as a general, being the guy that's commanding that company and calling all the shots, to be on Twitter making comments like that. It just goes to show you, man, that this guy is he's got the wrong job. More than that's what I feel. I feel like Tony Khan has the wrong job. He should be in charge of social media.
Well, he also put out another tweet. This was in response to USA kind of trolling him. And he said, a moral victory for USA is one win more than their world title challenger, Jinder Mahal, has had in the past 364 days, because it's literally been a full year since he won a match. You really put AEW in our place, getting Jinder Mahal in a big match on your TV show. Do it more often.
Wow. They're again, thinking about matches on the other show. Why? I mean, Tony Khan's booking 3 shows right now, right?
Yes.
Now he wants to book a 4th one. And talk about this is my thing here. I mean, I could be, I don't know. I could be, totally, off kilter here, but why would Tony Khan even be thinking about Jinder Mahal?
I again, no clue.
I mean, why? I mean, what would possess him to do something like that? And there, like you say, give Jinder Mahal a whole lot of steam, more than anything. Why would he be thinking about Jinder Mahal? And the thing is, it's not just Jinder Mahal. It's every other talent on the roster. It's Seth Rollins. It's it's everybody. That this guy's really, really. These guys are in his head. Living rent free in Tony Khan's head. He need to. I said this once. I said 1,000 times. Tony Khan he's got a product. He's got a pretty good product, and yes. I really think if he managed that product, it could turn out to be something, pretty awesome. You know what I mean? But the way he's doing it, almost like WCW back in the day, and I saw it, with my own very eyes, that these guys was booking around Monday Night Raw. They would have the television on, and they would. I haven't been at certain shows in WCW, and the show has started, okay, and I know I'm working, but I don't know where I'm working on the card, and it's because they're trying to combat what WWE was doing at the top of the hour. And I was like, man, we're in a losing war, because everything WWF back then was playing and airing, they had advertised it the week before. And we were just hot shot. Nobody knew what we were gonna do. We were just having matches, almost a whole lot like AEW is doing right now, just having matches.
Yeah, and again, it's interesting you bring that up, because that's exactly what I was going to say next. And because of this whole Twitter brouhaha, Tony Khan started going at Eric Bischoff. They started going to war with one another over this whole thing. And Tony Khan called Eric Bischoff, used a GIF to call him a miserable has-been. Yeah. And what I just want to say in response to that, not to come to Eric Bischoff's defense, but Tony is making the same mistakes that Eric did, that you just highlighted. And to me, like, a smart person learns from their own mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others. And you should be looking at what happened the last time there was wrestling on Turner Sports.
I know we got to take a break, but before we go to break real quick, I just got an extra question. Do you remember 5 of those 28 wins that Hook had? No, I'm serious. I'm just saying. Do you remember just 5 of the guys that Hook beat? Oh man, now let's break that down. 3 of the guys that Hook beat.
God, book, you're making
that's my point. We're gonna go to break.
Boy,
that's my point. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Hey, you remember when you was always ready to go? I'm talking about strapping the rocket on it, man. Going straight to the moon. I'm talking about getting it done. If you want that extra confidence, I got something for you. Listen up. Blue Chew BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but in a chewable tablet at the fraction of the cost.
But the great thing, Book, is you can take it anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
The best part, guys, it's all done online on the internet. So there's no doctor's visit, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at a pharmacy or any of that.
And the thing is, Book, Blue Chew's tablets, they're made right here in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package, so no one is the wiser.
You know, let's just get it out there, guys. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. It's like this. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code Booker at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's BlueChew.com. Use promo code Booker to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And, you know, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it. Boom. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, y'all. We're talking about AEW right now. Big ratings. We're going to get big ratings for the show. I can feel it. But my thing is, I don't want no one to think I'm hating on Hook.
No,
Okay?
no.
I don't want anyone to think for 1 second that I'm
Hook's
hating
dope.
on Hook. What I'm talking about is Tony Khan more than anything, because when I asked you the question, how many of those wins do you remember that Hook had on television, that 28-1, that winning streak that he's gone on? How many do you remember? You can't remember one, okay? And the thing is, seemed like that would have been a hell of a time to make Hook a household name, having that 28-0 run. Seemed like he would have had all those shows on Dynamite, because, damn it, I don't know what the hell he picked up a 28-1 record, because I haven't seen this kid. Me personally, I don't watch a lot of AEW, but I do watch a lot of highlights of AEW and, you know, TNA and every other, you know, organization out there. And I have not seen a whole lot of buzz about Hook. And it should be a hell of a lot of buzz around Hook if he has a 28-1 record. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. But I do know if this kid was in reality of wrestling and he had a 28-1 run, he'll be somewhere near the top rung as far as people talking about him on a weekly basis. That's just me.
I mean, 28-1 is good. I mean, do you know who has a 26-0 run?
John Moxley.
Sting.
Oh, Sting.
Man.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, I get
Stinger.
it. I get
But you
it.
know what I mean? Like the Stinger's got a 26-0 run, and I feel like I see a lot of Sting on the show. I know everything that's happening with Sting. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm with you. I feel like I should know more about it.
Honestly, I don't remember 26 matches Sting had on AEW.
I can't remember 26 matches.
No,
either.
26 singles matches.
I don't think he's had any singles matches.
Oh, you're talking about tag team matches?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I remember some tag team matches, but I don't remember any singles matches. But that
I'm
right
actually surprised it's been 26. I just looked that up. I was curious.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, like I say, no hate towards Hook. I don't want anyone to think, because that kid, he has a future. Taz's son, I like Taz, and this kid seemed like he's a pretty good kid. For him to be in this, you know, kerfuffle, in this, you know, conundrum, is definitely, you know, I'm sure he's not liking that at all.
No, and again, it wasn't good for it. It wasn't good for anybody on the AEW side of things. It did well for Jinder, because it got Jinder overwhelming support on social. And you know what? By the way, Jinder Mahal's awesome. Name one thing that he didn't take and try to do his absolute best at, right? And guess what? When he got released, he worked hard, worked on his body, went back, world champion, right? He beat Randy Orton. He had one of the highest ratings, I think, in recent SmackDown history in his title match against AJ Styles. He just had 27 million views on YouTube or whatever it was with The Rock. You know what I mean?
There again, why throw Jinder Mahal under the bus?
It's whack, man. It's whack.
Yeah.
I like Jinder. Don't hinder Jinder.
Yeah.
We do have several super chats that are coming in. Should we go ahead? Because I know we have an abbreviated show today. Do you want to go ahead and get to some of those?
Let's got one more segment on. So yeah, let's get them.
Okay, so this is an interesting one in kind of non-wrestling talk for all of our fans out there who aren't just interested in pro wrestling. It's from DJ 1491. How do you feel about Stephen A and the Jason Whitlock beef? Have you seen all of this that's been going on? Stephen A called him a word I don't even think we can say on the air. We might be able to. I'm not sure, but a fat one of those words. And
that piece of you know what?
Yeah, and a BAS. Can I say that? BASTARD? Can I say that? Is that fine?
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
Is that well? They called him a fat bastard.
Oh no, I mean Jason Whitlock is one of the biggest piece of scums that we've ever seen in this universe. He really is. I don't have a whole lot. I don't know him personally, but just listening to this man's views, he should have been born, a little different. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as how do I feel about it,
I'm with Stephen A. 100%.
Oh, I'm with Stephen A. too, on it, but in the same regard, like, and I feel like sometimes you can only let somebody say so much about you before you speak up on it.
Yeah,
and I feel him on that. I also think that Stephen A. Like, if you go to people on the street and you say, "Hey, do you know who Stephen A. Smith is?" They go, "Absolutely, Stephen A." Yeah, I mean, I see him everywhere. You know, Jason Whitlock can say no. I mean, and if you're a sports fan and you've been a long time fan, you've heard his name, you've probably seen him in a segment. But Stephen A., in my opinion, that's him punching down to Jason Whitlock.
But Stephen A. got to defend himself. You know what I mean? Because Jason Whitlock is, there again, he wishes he was Stephen A.
100%.
He wishes he was in Stephen A.'s position. He wished that he looked like Stephen A. and didn't look like he looked, because he's an ugly man. He's no attractive, features about Jason Whitlock. He's one of the most unattractive men you ever seen in your life. And me personally, I don't like men or anything, but you look at this brother, good God Almighty, you know what I mean? He's made for radio.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not disagreeing with you, and to me, Stephen A. Again, I don't know him either. I've spoken to him once or twice, but Stephen A. to me seems like a stand-up guy. You don't have too many people who say negative things about him. And you know what? You know what actually taught me a lot about Stephen A.
Already. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what I'm gonna say is, okay, the whole he's on First Take. Shannon gets ousted at Fox, and Stephen A. makes the call to Shannon and wants to bring Shannon on First Take. Why I say that tells me a lot about him is because Shannon is a huge personality. They occupy a similar lane. A lot of people might be almost intimidated having somebody who might even be more charismatic than you, has played, you know what I mean? Like all these qualities, but he says, no, I'm going to reach out to him and I'm going to build a bridge to that man. I'm not going to, or let him wallow in his unemployment. I'm going to try to make something happen with him instead of like, there's more than one lane is my point in saying that. And I thought that was really dope of Stephen A. And it taught me a lot about who he is. And then when you see Jason Whitlock, and if you watch the full thing clip from the Stephen A. Smith show, you kind of understand more about it, but definitely.
Well, for me, the Stephen A. Smith show is what tells me a whole lot about Stephen A. Smith, not First Take.
Yes.
Because on his own show, he gets to talk about real issues, stuff that's affecting you and I and everybody else on a daily basis. And he's not shy about it. He's going to speak truth to power 100%. He's not going to shy away or put his head in the sand and like a lot of people and not talk about it. Was it politics? Was it sports? No matter what, he's going to tell it like it is. And that's what I can appreciate about Stephen A. Smith on a regular. And sometimes he said stuff where I was like, oh man, Stephen A., pull it back a little bit, bro. You getting a little bit too far in front of yourself. But no, the brother is straight up, and I believe in him 100%. I back Stephen A.
Yeah, same, man. Same. Absolutely. Let's go to another comment here. This is from Mr. Joe Walker. What's up, Joe? TBS, Tony be silent. TNT, Tony no tweets. That's pretty good.
You're exactly right, man. I mean, Tony need to, back up off Twitter. Like I say, for me, if I was, giving Tony Khan some advice, I'd say, bro, let the people run the Twitter account that should be running it. You know what I mean? If they need to run something by you as far as what they want to put out there, that's cool. But as far as you up at 3:00 in the morning tweeting from the bathroom, bro, let it go. Let it go. Seriously. It can ruin your life. It can ruin your life. Literally, just having all that negativity on your mind, it could ruin your whole day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. This one comes from John JID 999. Could there be a stable in the future that does something similar to Kevin Sullivan's Army of Darkness, or would that not work now? Love the show, y'all.
I just think it's outdated. I just think wrestling from that perspective is outdated as far as trying to create gimmicks. One gimmick on the show is enough. You have too many gimmicks on the show, it starts looking like a circus.
Yeah.
From my perspective. So for me, I just don't see, a faction like the Dark Order, not the Dark Order.
No, the Army of Darkness.
Ministry of Darkness, right?
Army of Darkness.
But he was the minister of Darkness. I don't know what it was. But yeah.
Ministry was Undertaker's.
Okay. Now, I don't know, man. No, but I don't think that kind of faction will work today. I just don't.
Well, I will say, I don't know if you caught the last episode of SmackDown. I'm liking where this stable is going with, Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, Precious Paul Ellering, and AOP. They all just kind of formed a new faction, and they have a great look to them. That's a cool fivesome. And I think factions can work. I think dark theme factions can work. You can see what happened with the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And this new stable that's coming off. And I like stables. I like groups. I don't want there to be too many like we see in AEW, which is a criticism I've had for a long time. There's two things that I think there can be too many of: stables and championships. The less there are, the more important they are. And that's why you remember the Four Horsemen. That's why you remember the NWO. That's why you remember D-Generation X in a time where not a lot of them were around. Evolution, I think, one of the great stables of all time. The Shield, one of the great stables of all time, because there weren't a whole lot of other ones out there. And that's what
I like metaphor. But we got to take a break, guys. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? All right, everyone, it's Booker T and Brad Gilmore here, and we've got something exciting for all you sports, comedy, music, and theater fans out there. We're talking about Game Time, the fastest, easiest way to get your hands on tickets to your favorite events.
That's right, Book. We love all those spontaneous, unforgettable moments, and Game Time is here to make them happen. Whether it's a last-minute decision to see a game or a sudden urge to catch a live show, Game Time has got you covered, giving fans access to tickets even at the last minute in over 60 cities across the United States and Canada.
And guys, this ain't about getting in. This is about getting the best seats in the house. With Game Time, you can see images of your seat before you buy it. So no surprises there, guys. You can score tickets swiftly. Skip the line, guys. Just dive straight into the moment.
Absolutely. And listen to this. Game Time guarantees the best prices. Find tickets in the same section and row for less elsewhere. Game Time will give you a credit of 110% of the difference. So there's no reason to wait, bro.
So whether it's the thrill of the game, the laughter of the comedy, the rhythm of the music, or the drama of the theater, guys, don't let the opportunity skip by. Choose Game Time. Grab your tickets and just enjoy the moment.
Live should be spontaneous, Book. So guys, don't miss out. Check out Game Time now on their app or at gametime.co. That's gametime.co.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code BOOKER for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Lowest price. Guarantee. Oh, yes. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. We're getting close to wrapping this thing up. Limited show today because we got some football action going on.
Yeah. Always something going on.
Guys, you got your super chat, son. You want to get in? You better do it. You better do it now. I do it for you. What we got, Brad?
Let's see. Our next one here comes from Baddest Son, who says thoughts on Ziggler in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hey, man, Ziggler. like a cat, man. He's always going to land on his feet. You guys, he's good at what he does. He was. I was listening to an interview that he was doing. He was saying that his WWE exit wasn't something that wasn't expected. He'd been waiting on this for about 10 years. I mean, so now Dolph Ziggler is one of those guys that when I always talk about preparation is the only luck you're gonna have. Dolph Ziggler is prepared to go anywhere in the world and still keep doing what he does.
Yeah, I think that he's super talent, and seeing him work a Japanese style would be pretty cool because he'd been in WWE since I think 2004. So you're talking almost a 20-year career in one company.
Yeah.
And to see him work a strong style kind of match is I like the idea of it because it's not a place that I would have pegged him in. If I was Dolph Ziggler, I'm thinking I'm going straight to AEW, or that's what I was seeing for him because his brother's there. But to go to New Japan first and work a little program there, I love it. I think it's a great spot for him.
Yeah, every wrestler want to have that Japan moment. I mean, I know I wanted it when I got in business. When I first, had a chance to go to Japan, I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then to get a chance to, actually see what it's like being there and, working in the Kurikan Hall and stuff like that. It's amazing. So for that perhaps may have just been one of those bucket list, deals for Dolph Ziggler. But, Dolph got a wrestling background, so
amateur.
I don't think he's shy to combat or anything like that. So I think he would do well in that situation.
Let's see. This one comes from Mike Edwards. What up, Mike? Mike's channel member, I do believe. You guys see the drip, aka kicks everybody was rocking on Raw. Book, how you feel about wrestlers and sneakers instead of wrestling boots? Yeah, on Monday Night Raw, everybody was rocking the Jordan 1s. I think Kofi was rocking the Travis Scott Jordans as well, which I mean he's playing a deadly game because those are expensive shoes. There's like $1,000, $1,200 shoes that he's wrestling in. But
boys making money, man. They could buy shoes like that on a regular. But contracts are huge these days. But no, I'm not against it or anything like that. I look at the Usos. When they come out, they've been wrestling, with kicks on pretty much since they started, and it's different for them when I see the Usos. And the thing with Jimmy and Jay when they left the wrestling school, the only thing I would question, I say, guys, just put some shoes on your feet. You know what I mean? I didn't say boots or anything like that. I just say put some shoes on your feet when you come out because I need you guys to come into today and show what the Samoan, dynasty is about today. And when those guys come out and I see those guys rocking, red shoes or the white shoes, whatever, it makes me feel a certain way. So I'm not against it at all.
No, I love it. And I'm a big Jordan. I'm actually wearing Jordan 1s today. I'm a big Jordan 1 fan. And I remember the first guy I can remember wearing sneakers, and I'm sure there was someone before that, but from my era, it was Cena. I remember Cena had the pumps, the little Reebok pumps. You remember those gimmicks?
Yeah.
And I always thought that was a cool spot that he would work in where he'd pump the shoes first. And then since then, I mean, they're almost commonplace. I think on Monday Night Raw, it was Kofi. It was I can't remember everybody had him. I know Finn had him on. There was like 5 or 6 guys who were rocking the Jordan 1s. So big fan of that.
Yeah.
This comes from Joe Walker. Joe Walker says, Book and Brad, when can we expect new books from you all? You working on any new books, Book?
No, not working on a book right now, but we are working on the movie script.
Oh yeah.
So
based on the books.
Yeah, based on just my life story in general. So hopefully we'll get that done sometime here soon. Get it done in 2024, but that's the next big project, for Booker T, and hopefully we'll make it come to fruition here real soon.
Is another book on the horizon? Is there ever something you think about? Is there something out there?
It is something I think about because now I'm in a different phase in my life. Of course, I had a great, wrestling career, but now I'm a promoter. I'm a booker. Being able to see life from this perspective, being one of the few Black promoters in this business, one of the few Black, wrestling business owners, so I think I got a whole lot to tell as far as, how did I get here? And more importantly, what does it take to stay at this level?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to see another book from Book. I mean, it's in your name, man. It's in your name.
Yeah.
You're the number 1 bestseller. Isn't that what you called yourself for a second?
That is.
I love that. That was a good gimmick. #1 bestseller. Now, I know you've been waiting to talk about this, and I'm going to go ahead and read it for you here because this was a impressive.
Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson.
No, we're not talking about Tony. We already talked about one Tony.
Tony Norris. Tony
We're not
Norris.
talking about another Tony. No. Never mind. I was going to go somewhere. I shouldn't do it. I think if y'all have that debate, you know where you should have it?
Trill Burger.
No, you should have it in front of 10,000
In front of
people.
10,000 people.
Oh man. No, this is from Los Sodolo. Oba Femi.
Oba. Make sure you say it right.
Oba.
From the Bush, brand new NXT North American champion, just like that, man. I love it, man. Put the rocket on it. Don't waste no time with this one right here. We're not gonna miss the ball on this one right here. Miss the boat on this one right here. This one right here, Oba Femi. This guy's going straight to the moon, man.
Oba's dope, man. You know, some people just have a feel. You don't care about anything else.
Grown man feel too.
Man, real feel to him, you know.
You don't look like a kid or anything. You see this brother walking down the street, you want to get on the other side. Yeah, seriously.
Holding on to your pockets and stuff. It's like, don't come for me, man. Don't come for me. No, Oba was awesome. It was a great moment. You know what I mean? It was a great moment, a great way to crown him a champion. And really, what a way to cement yourself as a major player. I feel like Oba did it in one night.
No, I mean, breakout tournament winner and then boom, win the title. Yeah, he's on a fast track. He's on a fast track, and I can't wait to really get my blueprint, my handprint on this kid. Seriously.
Now, one of the things I like about NXT, and I know we're getting short on time here. I do love like the promos that they do and the segments. There's a lot of social media attention on the Fallon and Tiffany Stratton segment. What was your thoughts on all of that?
I love segments like that. You know, I really do. I love having the storyline play out throughout the show and be able to take a break from just the wrestling because there again, it's not just about the wrestling; it's about the stories. We were just talking about that early in the show as well as, you know, with Tony Khan. It's all about the wrestling with NXT and the way they put that show together is very storyline driven. And for that to play out, it's just like a small sitcom in the show. So I love it.
Yeah, I thought I agree. It's like a small sitcom in a show, but it also helps with character development so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because and if you look at the way that those are shot, I mean, that's a multi-cam. I mean, that's a shoot to where that's like a shoot.
It's a production.
It's a production. It's not like a one camera, one take.
No, it's a production.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You know, and I always think every time I see one of those, I go, how long did this take to shoot?
Well, I learned from stuff like that, and that's what I want to be able to implement more of that kind of stuff for reality wrestling. I want to make reality wrestling more of a show and be able to learn from, you know, being able to, you know, be around, you know, the producers and, you know, directors at NXT definitely gives me that feel to want to try to recreate it.
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly. I love stuff like that. And I love, you know, and that's to me why NXT has a different feel than the other two shows. Not that there's anything wrong with Raw or SmackDown, but they're just shot different. And also, I guess in a closing here, we should mention that longtime director of WWE, Kevin Dunn, has stepped away from the company. I know you worked closely with Kevin for a long time, and you always sang his praises. Anything you want to say about Kevin Dunn before we get out of here?
Oh man, Kevin was always in my corner, man. I worked with that guy for many, many years now, and he was always business. He was always stern about his business more than anything. He always ran that show very, very professional. He made everybody look good in so many different ways from the vignettes and stuff that he produced over the years. And I just want to say thank Kevin Dunn for all the years, man, of excellence that I had a chance to work with him. And I only have one regret. Almost 20 years ago, 2005, when I opened my wrestling school, Kevin Dunn and the crew came down, you know, to check it out. And he told me, "Book, if you get this thing big enough, we'll buy it." Damn it. It's big enough. It's big enough. No, man, but no, I just want to thank Kevin Dunn for, like I say, all the hard work.
Yeah, man. And a lot of stuff that he implemented over the years, you know what I mean, that's going to be a part of wrestling television production forevermore.
Yep.
And I know sometimes people say all kinds of stuff on the internet, but you have to acknowledge the legacy that he left behind and all the great work that he did, and being able to capture and help tell the story of so many great moments in pro wrestling history. You got to tap your head there to Kevin Dunn, man.
Boom.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man. We got to get up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your champagne wishes, caviar dreams, all the super chatters. Really appreciate you guys. Couldn't do the show without you. Brad, all the heavy lifting, as always. But like I always say, man, we'll see y'all next time. Peace. We love you. We out.